Welcome back, my name is Benji and today I want to welcome you to Pro Cycling Manager 2021 for the Giro d'Italia in our Eolo-Kometa career mode in Season 2. Now, which Giro are we riding? We're doing the one from 2013, the one that Vincenzo Nibali won, the GOAT of cycling, Lo Squalo dello Stretto, the Shark of Messina. We've got a very hilly parcours, but also quite treacherous when it comes to the TT kilometers, and we know we don't like that at Eolo. We don't have many good time trialists. As a consequence, the differences will have to be made in the mountains. Parkour-wise, the most iconic stages will be the team time trial on day 2. We've got a time trial of 54 kilometers on day 8. That's going to hurt a lot. Let's lose 5 minutes there. And a lot of hill stages in between. Finally, a mountain time trial as well on day 18. On the Polsac line, 19 kilometers long. And then most importantly, we've got some climbing stages like this one. For example, Jaffero as well. And then Col du Galibier on day 15. We've got Val Martello and Ponte di Legno with the Stelvio right here on day 19. And then day 20 arrives with the Passo Giao as well included. 5.3 kilometers in altitude meters this stage. So arguably not looking like the Queen stage, but certainly acting like one. So all in all, an intricate parcours for us. It's not going to be easy to perform well. It's going to be very hard to perform at the same level of last year because we won 5 stages, got second in GC, 1 Ciclamino and 1 KOM, so the only step up from there is winning the Giro, and I don't know if we have the team nor the time trial capability to do so on this parcours. So my goal is going to be simple. We're going to try our best, see where we arrive, but I want to get more than 5 stage wins. Yes, indeed. Let's make that a challenge. When it comes to our Giro selection, we're going to be starting off with Alessandro Covi, 74 mountain, 77 hill. Definitely worthy of a spot in this team. Hilly stages with a sprint finish certainly fits. Aru, mountain stat of 76. Horrendous time trial like the rest of our team. But all in all, very, very good for support for Fortunato perhaps, because recovery-wise, he's the best option for GC for us, despite his hill stat also not being that precious. Acceleration, not that amazing either, but perhaps a better option than Aru in my eyes. So I think Fortunato's leader for this one. Oldani for the sprints, 75 already, so he certainly grew once again. Fancello in here as well with 75 mountains, so I think he came from 74 if I recall. And then Wackerman is here for hilly sprints or help out Covi. And Albanese, same stuff to be honest, perhaps a breakaway here or there. Finally, Aritz Aramburu, because you named 4 names to select from, a lot for the 8th rider in our Giro, and a lot of them were Dina, Ropero, Aramburu, and Yoda. Now, Dina and Ropero were basically our mountain team for the Vuelta, so Dina's gonna be the leader for the Vuelta at this point, and it's a bit of a meh decision to send him to both, I think. So I want to make that clear that I do want to send Dina as leader to the Vuelta with Ropero as support, and Yoda, I don't know, he just didn't have the form, so I had to go for Aramburu here. So I hope you're happy with Aramburu here. We're going to try and win a stage with him somewhere. I just don't know how. Anyway, that brings us to stage 1. Napoli, circuit parcours. A few hills in there, so could definitely spicing up the race, but all in all, it fits our sprinter Oldani because he does have a hill stat of 72, so that should not be an issue. Let's try and drop perhaps very pure sprinters on these climbs. And you never know if that benefits us for the final sprint. Let's try and go for a Dubsky on day 1. When it comes to our riders today, I think the goal is pretty simple. Oldani time. And for that, I need to get him protected, but also get Fortunato protected on today's stage, just in case something happens GC-wise. I think that this is a circuit, yes indeed, which means that this should be close to the finish line if I look at it. Yes indeed, just after the hill. We're now literally on the hill, so I think in a good kilometer we will see the finish line. Is it right there on the left? Yeah, it's right there. Okay, so this run-in is like very narrow still. If you're not at the front here, then you might have trouble getting to the front. So we got to make sure we start our lead out early to make sure we can get to the front before the sprint even starts. Crash by Wackerman. He's down alone, I think. Yes, indeed. Let's try and get back somehow. ASAP looks like it's going to be possible because the peloton is not that far ahead and it's still halfway the stage. So, ooh, another crash. Jan Polans, motorbike, rode over him because apparently that's what they do at the Giro, and he's continuing onwards. So, looks like no trouble for UAE there. Let's try and move forward. And let's look at the start list for a second. Ineos is here for Gegenhardt, I'm guessing. Pogacar is here for UAE. What's his stats like these days? 82 mountain, 80 hills, 76 time trial, 79 prologue. So pretty damn strong. Caleb Ewan at Lotto Soudal, it seems. We've got Stefan Kung de Mars here, so that's cool. Tim Merlier at Alpecin together with Philipsen, so 2 sprinters there. Enric Mas for Movistar. Nizzolo at Quebec Assas. Tom Dumoulin is here, that's pretty awesome. We've got Miss Pedersen, Quintana, obviously for the green jersey, right? Nairo in green. Buhani here as well. Fabio Jakobsen and Ballerini for the sprints at Quickstep. No leader there, it seems, unless Bajoli. Dan Martin is here as well for Israel Startup Nation. Wilco Kelderman as leader for Bora Hansgrohe. We've got Evadication first with Hugh Coffey. Here we go. We are moving up right on time with Fanchelu. Arwin 3rd position, Fortunato in 4th position, Albanese just after with Oldani. I think that there's a lot of good sprinters here with Ewan, so I might try something tricky and go for the attack on that hill. Looks like we've got a crash at the back. Does not influence us though. We have to switch ASAP to Kovi because I almost forgot. There we go. Energy shells on everybody except for Oldani. Kovi with the 99 for now. Ooh, Fortunato has trouble. Fortunato has trouble. I've got to go. I gotta go. I just can't do anything else. Fortunato, I think that I'm gonna go 99 attack with Kovi, and I'll switch towards following Nizzolo with Fortunato, perhaps. There we go. And they are gone for a bit. Who knows? Now go 90 again. Follow Nizzolo, follow Nizzolo. Perfect. Fortunato in the wheel of Oldani. This is treacherous. So treacherous. Miles Scottson crashing. He deserves that after what he did in my Tour de France playthrough. Aru, and you need to go. I think you need to start sprinting. Fabio Aru, come on. Start sprinting with Albanese. Come on, Oldani as well, Oldani as well. Aru at the front, Aru at the front. Come on, Aru, come on, Aru, come on, Aru. Aru for pink. Aru for the man. No, no. Ah, come on. Fuck. Philipsen. Why? Why do you do this to me? Oh, come on. This one hurts so much. Ah, oh, damn it. Second with Fabio Aru. Absolutely devastated. That's what I am right now. Ah, oh, second place with Aru. That's a real bummer. Imagine a Maglia Rosa with Fabio Aru on day 1. That would have been amazing. I thought we had it. I thought the only person with acceleration to beat us was Caleb Ewan, but no. There was Jasper Philipsen to ruin the party for us. With our current second place in GC, we're going to dive into the Team Time Trial. Unfortunately, this is still bugged in Pro Cycling Manager, so I won't be able to play this. I have to quick sim this one and hope for the best. I think that we're going to do relatively well here because I spotted going over the start list in the first stage that Pogacar had a team of 6 riders, and it would not surprise me that even Eolo could beat UAE here. Not a real surprise that Ineos takes this, knowing that they've got Ganna and a bunch of good TTers. Bissiger as well in the team now. If we scroll down, where is Eolo? Do we see UAE somewhere? Not directly, so I guess that's a good thing. Ooh, Jumbo, Eolo. Yes, we are above UAE. It's nearly the same time though. 10 seconds for the team on Pogacar, so that's a good thing. But then again, a lot of people in front of us. A lot of potential GC riders that could beat us in the coming days. So not ideal. In GC, we're just far back because of this. This is no real reference to how good we are doing. We'll have to take a look after the first initial climbing stages to see that. On to the third stage then, from Sorrento to Marina di Aschea, we've got a hill stage. 2 quite large hills near the end, but I still think we could get Stefano Oldani over these climbs, and if we can, then it's going to be a sprint between him and the likes of Sonny Colbrelli, for example. So that's our attempt here. Let's try and get over these climbs and let's try and go for it. Oh, we have a crash at the back, and I think Tadej Pogacar is down. His entire team is waiting. I'm not going to abuse that. That is too harsh to do. So Wilco Kelderman is pacing. I forgot who that is for, to be honest. And he is the GC leader of the team. Okay. Yeah, that's the perfect strategy, Bora, to start off your Grand Tour with. Ooh, we're going to get right to the front, right in time. Yes, indeed. Our entire train is to the front now. going into the Sella climb. And no, Fortunato. Chirico, goddammit. Can I wait with somebody? I think Aru would be ideal. Where's Aru? Aru's getting water! Why is Aru getting water? That's not supposed to happen. Get to the front, my man. Get to the front. Wakaman, get to the front as well. Ah, man. Aru, this was not supposed to happen. Not part of our plan at all. Dehydration is the key to victory. You forgot the motto of the team. I'm sorry, Aru, but if you can't keep up, then you can't keep up. You're not our plan for GC most likely anyway, because that is Fortunato. Let's hope he does get some better form towards the end of this Grand Tour, because right now, it's not looking too amazing. And we've got 1k to climb. Fortunato will just about survive, I think. Gotta keep him on top as well, you know, because this is not just straight downhill, it's a plateau section on top. People are not attacking, so that is ideal. Oldani's still looking safe. We're nearing the bottom, about 3.5k to go. Let's move it down to 90. NSGL's a bit too late to my liking. Let's go 95, 99. Let's start the sprint right now with Corvi. Oldani in the wheel. Perfect lead out, perfect lead out. Come on. A bit further. Oldani on the right. There we go. Oh my god. It's gonna be a Dubsky. Yes, indeed. Stefano Oldani takes her first victory in the Giro d'Italia on stage 3, 1 day earlier than last year. Next to winning, we almost got second as well, but we got passed by Nizzolo and Ballerini right before the end. If we launched a tiny bit earlier, or if we didn't have that small advantage after the downhill on these sprinters, then we would not have won with Oldani. Great first victory. When it comes to the Maglia Rosa, we're nowhere near that, but Ineos gets devoured a bit though. Half of the team is gone from that top 10. Geoghegan Hart is now the leader in the Maglia Rosa for the team. Oldani's taking the Ciclamino jersey. Oh yeah, I think we gained some points on stage 1, and as a consequence, we are indeed leading the classification going into stage 4. Not bad. First, 4th, and 5th, and most importantly, Fortunato made it in the group. I think Aru, not sure about that one, but nope. Yes, he did. Last of the group. I feel like this is a lot of riders for that first group. I swear it was less, but I guess it's good that Aru didn't lose time. When it comes to our team, this moves us up to 59th with Aru and 64th with Fortunato in GC. We've got Oldani a bit higher, but he won't be too important for GC. On to the 4th stage and the first decent uphill finish, I guess, because despite it not finishing on top, I do consider it that with the Croce Ferrata climb. Pretty long climb. Looks like it's about 7-8 kilometers is my guess, but could be more because this is just a bit of a long parkour, isn't it? 243.8 kilometers, crazy stuff. One thing that's certain is that our fitness peaks are nowhere as good as last year, so it's unlikely that we get Fortunato to a second position in the Giro again, because we won't be getting +4s and +5s every single mountain stage if he's like weeks away when it comes to a potential fitness peak. Kind of sad. 42 days to his next objective. Why are you not okay? It's your current objective right now. Giro was your biggest objective, my man. You don't realize that? My entire team just didn't realize that? That the Giro was more important than the NC in Italy? Come on. Wow, I just did an entire speech about Fortunato not getting +4s and +5s because he's nowhere near a fitness peak. I go into the stage and he's got a +4 on the day. Oh my god, this couldn't get any better. Before we get to the final climb, we've got a smaller one that is the Vibo Valentina. My goal is to relatively try and stay at the front with everybody. So I've got 4 riders protected, Corvi, Fancello, Aru, and Fortunato, because I'd love to get 3 of those over this climb. Well, most importantly, Fortunato, but also 2 domestiques next to him. We've got to the top, we've got Fancello in a decent position, Aru as well, and also Fortunato. So the riders I needed to get over this climb are over the climb. Decided to get the rest of my team behind so they don't actually block my most important riders. Trying to pace a little bit so I can keep myself to the back of the group that has severe losses when it comes to the riders that are dropping. Attack at the front by Nieve. Or those the big guns. We've got Pogacar in there indeed attacking. So let's try and move up already. 6 kilometers to go. Plenty of energy left. So we are looking good. We've got Corvi still protecting nicely. Looking better than Fancello actually today. So I probably should have switched him around, but we're still looking good, so I'm going to keep it up. Let's try and go towards 85 still and keep this up. Let's see if we see anybody else dropping here. Pogacar now alone at the front of the race. We're going to try and keep chasing that. Masnada gone, Vervaeke gone. We've got a lot of riders dropping, Gegenhardt in this group, but Pogacar is at the front here, and we are closing in, so let's try and pass this group. 2.5k to go. Plenty of energy in my camp, so what if I can keep pushing with Fortunato? 2 kilometers towards the top. Bit of a downhill section after the top. I think I can. Let's try and do so. Kovi's almost done for. Fancellu's done for. Yeah, he was super useless because Kovi was just way too strong today. There goes Pogacar. Can I do anything against that? 89. Let's try and follow. Let's try and follow 90 perhaps. Let's try and close in towards the Slovenian. He's going to topple on. 13 people in this group. And we're going to try and follow that. Come on, come on, come on. In the wheel of Samitier perhaps. There we go. Nothing's happening. Going to try and not spend any energy here. And a gel. We've got downhill section in a bit. Let's see if we can do something. I don't think we have the energy. The stage won't be ours unless we can get Kovi regenerated in time. Ooh, I like that idea. Can we get Kovi in that wheel? Come on, come on, come on. Let's keep going, let's keep going, let's keep going. Let's start sprinting with him now. Kovi can go right now in the last portion. Nah. It's going to be Fabio Follini ahead of Rob Stannard and Pogacar in third. He's going to take bonus seconds. We finish in the front group on 6th and 7th. So, all in all, a very good stage GC-wise. We're keeping ourselves in contention. And it looks like Kelderman earlier was pacing for Großschartner in the last stage because that's clearly the leader of the team there. When it comes to the GC, we don't see ourselves in the top 10 yet. We need to gain more time on people that are still outside of that top 10. But we did a good job today and I'm happy about it. I am curious though where we are in GC, so let's take a look. 13th and 14th. Nice. Same time as Gegenhardt. We've got Pogacar sitting behind us still, or am I blind? What the fuck? How is he on 10 minutes 46? I think I missed something in the last stage. How? He fell in the last stage, but I'd never looked at it again. Did they not get back? Did the entire team of UAE chasing not get back? That is huge for the race. What? Pogacar is on 11 minutes. That's crazy. And still, like, he could still win the goddamn Giro with that. That's the craziest part. Well, I won't say that that's negative news that Pogacar is so far behind, but it's clearly surprising. Going into stage 5 with that is a, well, I don't know what to think about this because it looks like it's perfect for Oldani again. Uphill section, if we get over that, then we can sprint with him. So it's most likely going to be a sprint against the likes of a Colbrelli and so forth again. Unless Ewan can get up that hill, but let's hope not. Right ahead of us, we've got the start of the Monte Scaglioso climb with Albanese at the front for our team. And we're trying to just set it up. I'm going to try and go relatively ham on this climb. It's deep in the middle, but it's not too long, so I could try and get my team over it. Try and split up the peloton on top. And if that works out, then I think we're looking pretty good off dropping potential sprinters because I think Ewan's sitting here. We've got, I think, Medalier here as well. Ballerini is probably going to be the hardest to drop, but we're going to try and do our best, you know. We're trying to fly into the descent with Aru, and hopefully that splits up the peloton. It looks like it is, which would be ideal. And right now we have 23 people at the front, so it kind of works. Got to try and keep it up, though. 8k to go, and some trouble to keep my team to the front because Oldani is not supposed to be in that position. I was supposed to have Wackerman ahead of Kovi, but that is not looking like it is happening. Oldani's losing red, though. Let's try and keep going 85, and let's try and get Wackerman back in that train somehow. On the right, perhaps? I can't move up that way. Oh, Oldani's not looking good. Attacked by Quintana. 6.5k to go. What can I do? Wackerman can set the tempo. I'll switch around towards Kovi as sprinter. There we go. 2.5k to go. Gonna try and go 99 right now. Sprint with Fortunato as we speak. Kovi in this corner can regenerate some yellow. And I'm gonna try and sprint right now on the right side of the road. Hopefully I can pass Liknesund. No, I can't. Oh, come on. Yeah, we're blocked in. But we didn't have the energy anyway. Gegenhardt's gonna win the bloody sprint. My goodness. Rather disappointing stage, and it doesn't bring us any closer in GC, obviously, because that's not what this stage was meant for. But I'm scared to look at Ciclamino. Yeah, we lost it. Giacomo Nizzolo in the lead. We're now on 6 points behind. Let's try and get that back somehow. I think I blew it by being too aggressive on the Monte Scaglioso climb, because if I didn't do my action there, then the tempo would be much lower, then we would have a much safer and more fresh Oldani on the last section. So it's my own fault I lost by being too greedy and being too greedy of dropping people, and that's why I didn't have an option of sprinting for a potential victory with Oldani. On to another flat stage then, Margherita di Savoia. That's a very basic pizza, but we'll get along with it. We've got a sprint stage, and we're going to try and do the same thing with Oldani this time around. Let's try and get a W, but it's going to be more difficult to win these pure flat sprints than a normal hilly sprint, because we just don't have a godlike sprint stat with Oldani. It's 74, 75 actually, while Amelir is around 80. Final 6 kilometers incoming. The sprint train is set up properly. Let's move up towards 95 and have our train situated straight at the front. 5.5 kilometers to go. We've got Wackerman riding very strongly at the front. Albanese in second wheel, he can take over pretty soon as well, and then Corvi as the lead out. That is what I've got planned. I'll switch over in this corner towards Albanese. I'll try and get Wackerman out of the way without blocking myself, which didn't really work it seems. Let's try to sprint with Albanese right now. The acceleration will be handy. Oh, come on. Let's get past with Corvi. Let's get past with Corvi. Now it's Oldani time. Come on. Can we still get past? It's going to be a close one. I think we're going to get beaten on the line. Yeah, it's going to be Nizzolo again or Pedersen. Pedersen, of course, because Nizzolo is finishing second. Yes, indeed. We're going to be finishing fourth ourselves. We are still in 13th. And when it comes to Ciclamino, which is important for us, we are sitting in third now on 44 points. The final stage of this episode starts in San Salvo and finishes in Pescara, but most importantly, it's a hill stage with plenty of action in the final half, and really scared of this one because it's got those hills where you've got such a spiky top, and if you have that, then it's very easy for the peloton to break apart. So positioning will be key, and just in general, preserving the energy for the end, because if we can get over those hills with Oldani, then we have a better chance of winning than if we don't get over those hills with Oldani. That's the most obvious statement ever, but it's true. Honestly, having a lot of trouble trying to hang on, trying to make sure we're positioned, and right now it's still somewhat working, so that's the good part. Fortunato in the 4-man train as well. Albanese is still working, so it's technically a 5-man train, but he's gone right now, so I guess he won't need to do much from this point onwards. The rest can basically sit up on 65, except for a 4-man train. And let's try and move up on the steep section for a tiny bit. Let's try and get Oldani over this one, and then try and recover before the last climb, which is the 4th cat one. Here we go, final hill of the day. We've got an attack up there by Nylans and Feline. Just going to try and set my own tempo here on 90 and try and make sure we've got energy left. Trentin going, Pogacar trying to cross, so we got to try and get towards Pogacar. Fortunato in the wheel, he can try and hang on. We've got everybody caught. Let's lower the tempo big time. We've got a small attack by Dunbar. 65 for now. Nick Schultz going, but I'm not too scared of that. Let's try and take K1 points for free here. And let's sit up on 65 and let's regenerate again with Oldani, because right now we're looking really good for the stage here. Time to up the scales and up the tempo, because we've got one rider at the back of the group that must stay at the back of the group, and that is quite simply your boy Colbrelli. Seems to be moving up though. Nope, he doesn't seem to be moving up. You know, Mater down here. And Colbrelli dropped just a second ago. Okay, let's go 99 on Aru. And let's try and set up Colby for the lead out. Perfect lead out right now. It's looking really good. Nairo in green going on the right for the sprint. Colby can go right now. Aru can get out of the way. And we've got Oldani in perfect position. Easy Dubsky, I think. Oldani goes. I think it's going to be 1-2. Pogacar comes as well, but perfect ride. Once again, Stefano Oldani, the second W for him in this Giro d'Italia. We're doing strong. This is why we signed him for these sprints. Well ridden, mate. There we go on the podiums again. Same rider. He's performing really well. Govi in third. We've got Pogacar taking 6 bonus seconds, but mate, he's 10 minutes behind. He ain't coming back. GC-wise, no differences though. We didn't drop anyone in the top 10 apparently, or no one that I noticed. So we are sitting just behind the top 10, I think, on like 11, 12, or 13th. Ciclamino is ours again with 69 points. Very nice. We've got Nizzolo in second on 59 and Kovi on 51. So Kovi is well up there just in case something goes wrong with Oldani. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for, let's take a look at GC. We've got ourselves in 11th and 12th, most importantly, Fortunato in 12th. Ahead of us, we've got, I think, 2 climbers that are better, Mas 3 perhaps. So we're doing really well, and I think we're in the top 5 of GC right now, if we cut out the punchers and so forth from the top 10. We've done 7 stages in this Grand Tour, and we've got so many coming that are big ones. No proper mountain stage yet, but we've had some fun, I can tell you that. In the next episode, we're going to be taking on the next 7 stages, a hilly time trial, a pretty mountainous sparkle with a hilly ending pretty much, and then we've got the first mountain finish on the Altopiano del Montasio on the 10th day right here. Pretty big peak on the Passo Casson di Lanza in the middle of the stage as well. So big stage. Then we've got a mountain stage again, but looks a lot like the I think 5th or 6th stage in the Giro of 2021, the Guardia San Framondi, where Victor Lafay eventually won. Then the 12th stage is a flat stage basically. We've got another hill stage on 13, and we're going to finish off that episode with another mountain stage. Sestriere with Jaffero or Jaffero Bardonecchia climb at the end of the stage. So that's going to be pretty fun as well. But anyway, this Giro is far from over. We're looking really good. And the real question is, will Pogacar regain 10 minutes or not? What's your take? Drop it below. If you liked today's episode, then tap that like button. If you didn't tell me what's wrong, I'll try and make it better for you next time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon for the second part of our Giro. Goodbye.